What's good, everybody? I have prepared another video for you, and we will discern two Bible verses, and I will develop my message out of these. So we begin with Matthew 38 to 40. Ye have heard that it hath been said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if any man will sue thee at the law, and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. And the other verse, let me get there real quick, is James 4, 6 to 8. But he gives more grace, wherever he says, God resists the proud, but gives grace unto the humble. Submit yourself therefore to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. So we have a seemingly contradicting message, which in essence is resist no evil versus resist the devil. So there is not really a contradiction, to make it quick. The thing is, you need to understand that there is no one recipe in the world and not one way. You also need to understand that parables, this is how Jesus speaks, is meant to contain secret knowledge. And so you have to discern that these parables are only giving away information and content based on the maturity and basically spiritual level of the person trying to extract out of them what the real meaning is, okay? So the thing is, if you just read something out of a book and you store it, it is knowledge. But if you know how to apply it correctly, then it's wisdom, and there's also levels to overstanding and innastanding and understanding. So what I want to tell you is, you need intuition, you need experience, you need discernment and maturity to know and extract all the content out of any given story, parable, experience, and to know how to apply it into your life. So going back to the Bible verses we just discussed, see, let's start with resist no evil, and it is also about the turn the other cheek. And it means that if somebody has a malignant intention towards you, if somebody tries to take advantage over you, that you're not resisting. Why would you not resist? The wisdom or the idea behind this, by the way, it spontaneously reminds me a little bit of the Taoistic idea in some martial arts, where you go with the force that is coming towards your way and you redirect it. But also it means that you have faith, and you know that an eye for an eye is not an option, and that you don't want to mirror and be the same as an evil person would be, So you don't fight evilness with, or wickedness with wickedness. To stay clean yourself and not become that what you're encountering. In other ways, not interfering with this karma that this person chooses to put on himself, the judgment that God will have on that deed that this person is doing. So it's a higher understanding of the karmic system and the judgment that God passes on to everybody, which lets you do, it's like you let the person wear the cap. So if they want to wear that cap, let them wear it. This is the song of Bob Marley, right? Whom the cap fit, let him wear it. And it also contains this knowledge of that any poison that somebody mixes for you, or any hole that somebody digs for you, they will have, they dig that hole for themselves. They will have to, ultimately, they will be consumed by this poison, because it's not possible to trick or to put your own negativity onto others if they know how to apply this secret knowledge that you can extract out of this verse, resist no evil. Also, if you're not resist the evil, you give the other person a chance. You give the person a chance to prove who they really are, which is also a chance for them to repent, to improve themselves, to renew their spirit. Or if they fail and they really try to execute their plan, just taking advantage over you, fooling you, it means they fool themselves. It means they commit a crime, so to say, and it will fire back on them if you again know how to apply this knowledge. But it can be dangerous if you only, if you misunderstand this, or if you are too careless and too faithful, so to say, or if your intuition was wrong. I would not recommend to let other people bring you in dangerous situations. This is not what I'm trying to suggest you. Yet, I have in my life used this. I have not resisted the evil that happens around me, and by this, I let people reveal their true faces, and it definitely fired back on them, because, again, this is how you find out who they really are, and they are not doing it to you, they are doing it to themselves. But you need to know your limits and yourself very well if you allow people to do certain things, because in this moment you need to quickly have the intuitive answer to whether you can accept this, what they do, or not. And also, you will also learn. Not only they will learn, also you will learn. And the thing is, Yeshua HaMashiach, Son of God, Jesus Christ, he died for us. And by the way, it was his own people who wanted him dead. So the Roman said, I don't see anything wrong in what he did. He did not, he did nothing bad. He did nothing wrong. So you really want him dead? And they said, oh yes, he must be dead because it's another story. He's the King of Kings, and a lot of people were afraid of his powers. And he was a revolution anyway in his thinking. It's still revolution. It's still revolutionary to believe that love is the way to go. And so Jesus died for us, and I believe he also died for us to show us that wicked people who literally point a gun to your head, they will also pull the trigger, and people who lead you to your cross will execute the crucifixion. Okay, so there is no limit to the wickedness, and he wanted to show it to us so we don't have to do the same mistake, which means we can not resist evil that is happening to us, but we need to find a point where we say, okay, now I'm close before the crucifixion, close before someone will really pull the trigger on me and erase me. Now, Jesus died for me to show me that these people will never stop, They will not understand the lesson they could take in this situation. So don't push your luck, and know how far you can go with this, and don't waste your life and your assets. So to summarize it, resisting no evil can reveal the true faces of people and is a huge chance for them to learn something, to also maybe surprise you with mercy and with remorse and renewing their spirit and repent what they tried to do, but in most cases this will not be the case. And also it's a chance for you to learn about who the people really are. Maybe they are pretenders, maybe they told you they want to help you or they are your friends, but they truly lead you closer and closer to your own crucifixion. And this will trigger a learning effect for you too, to know how to immediately install strong boundaries that nobody can cross. And also, a side effect for me, what I learned is that when you are a people pleaser or when you are too nice and kind to people, they will take advantage over you, and then they will feel guilt and shame because they took advantage over you, and then they will project these feelings onto you, so they will blame you for taking advantage over you, and this will bring you so much turmoil and problems that it's just easier to live a repentant and meek lifestyle, which enables you to hold the people immediately accountable for whatever they do and install boundaries that nobody can cross you. So you show a healthy aggression immediately, you put people into their places, and this way you will live in much more peace. Okay, so a learning effect for you as well. Now let's go to resist the devil. So what this verse basically says is that when you resist the devil, like also Jesus Christ resisted the devil when he was in the desert fasting for 40 days. The devil tempted him and he said, "Get behind me, devil." And he resisted the devil all the time with all the temptations. And at some point, he got empowered through this. So when you resist the devil, when you are not controlled by the spirit of pride, but when you're humble and living this humble and meek lifestyle again, God will empower you at some point. And this is when you have breakthroughs. This is when you defeat the devils for good, when you level up, but then new levels, new devils. So you will always have unknown terrain to conquer, to experience. And I can't tell you what the new devils will be because this is experimental and it keeps your life interesting. But the message again, the core message is that if you resist temptations yourself, it's inner work in this case. It's inner work, just yourself. If you resist the temptations of the world and you not only go on a diet that is limited in time, or not only go on a rehab or detox, no, you completely shift your lifestyle. You say, I stop this. I now eat this way. You change your lifestyle for good. This will also, of course, shift your energy levels and your whole perception of the world for good and empower you basically, and make you beat the devil or leave certain patterns behind. This is the essence for circle breaking. When you're going in circles, you battle with the same problems happening to you over and over again. You have the same people who make the same arguments with you and trying to keep you at bay, breadcrumb you, whatever it is that the troubles you're facing, it circles you going in and you repeat and it repeats. The way to break it is to resist the devil and make permanent changes to your lifestyle. But I warn you, there is no way back. When you're waking up, when you open your eyes and it happened to me in my 40s, it changes the whole perception of the world. And you literally have to relearn everything because you face unknown territory from then on, which is interesting. But you can't go back to the old version of you. And it goes to the extent that all the people you know from the past, you will also treat them different and they will not recognize you. So it's an interesting uh, journey on this narrow path. Um, so, to also summarize this, um, if you resist the devil, if you start working on yourself to improve yourself, God will help you at some point. But it is a struggle, and you will feel alone in the wilderness and tempted. You might also relapse. The thing is, you need a lot of discipline, and there will be breakthroughs, especially if you have gone through long time narcissistic abuse and projections going on and all these things. You might you might have a rough awakening and going through a lot of troubles. But I'm not gonna go too deep into this one because it's a universal. It's not only for this. It should not only be perceived in this context. Um, yeah. So there is no contradiction between resist the devil, like if you resist the devil, God will help you and you will have your breakthroughs if you're disciplined. And then there is also this knowledge and this wisdom of don't resist, resist no evil. Because this has also, depending on the situation, depending on your discernment, depending on your intuition, it can be a valid strategy. Now, I have not spoken a final word about this. You can put more layers of meaning to these things for sure. I just want to be an inspiration of you how to understand these things and use them in your life. And it's really a fine-tuned balance that you have to find with letting people do what they do and being in this Taoistic way flexible, like a tree in the wind. So let the wind do what it does, but you kind of deal with it in your way. And also, but having also the ability to um, be resistant to the devil, confront the devil, and this gives you so many options. It's like when Bruce Lee says the water can flow or it can crash. Be like water, my friend. So you have the way to just take it and let it come and confront this force, but you can give it back as well and just adapt to the situation using experience, discernment, and yeah, just your understanding, right? Hope I could inspire you to find ways to deal with your challenges in life and face them the right way.